Chapter for The Legend of Super Smoothie. It all started on a Monday. Smoothie's first hit was a small convenience store robbery by three guys. He tried to be really dramatic, but the robber laughed him off. The clerk was not laughing, so he tried to make the clerk laugh until the robbers became really irritated with him. Smoothie continued to be funny until the robbers started to become physically violent. He just tied them down with zip-tie cuffs. He also tied their feet together with each other with zip cuffs as well. All was caught on camera. It was SOP to have drones around to document the event. This type of crime seems to be very prevalent, and Smoothie tried to act differently in all store robberies. A cash transfer truck hit. The robbers stopped the truck and tore through the door and threw a flash grenade inside. Right after the bang, Smoothie was teleported inside, and he sat on the bags of money. You could see the robbers firing their automatic rifles into the truck, and Smoothie stepped out and announced himself. The robbers shot at him, but he was quick and tied their arms with zip-tie cuffs. Again, he tied their feet as well. He had several 911 interceptions where he transported the victims to the hospital himself. Of course, he did not tell the relatives or people around the victim where he's taking the victim, but he made sure to tell them his name. They were left wondering what happened. But he made sure the hospitals called them and tell them the victim is with them. He also appeared in mundane traffic stops and made fun of the driver or the officer. The biggest mission was when he went to a space launch company and warned them of the impending explosion. They of course did not believe, so Smoothie made sure that Olive teleport them back to the control center a second before the explosion. But he made sure to appear before the space astronauts in the spaceship to warn them of the pending explosion. Then he appeared in the space station and told the crew what happened. Then Smoothie went after the gangs and stopped several drug transports. He stopped submarines and trucks and teleported them to the authorities. He tried to be dramatic and funny even in the way he communicated with the criminals and authorities. He told them to keep them in jail, otherwise he will put them back. So even if they got out on bail, Smoothie would still put them in jail until they just did not leave the jail. This angered a lot of criminals and authorities. Smoothie was sued all over the place in almost all countries. Then one day, they all dropped the charges after Smoothie messed up their minds. Meanwhile, Joe and Mo were busy going through a lot of mental institutions to get into the minds of the patients. They decided to ease the pain of the patients by fixing the minds a bit, then return every week to fix them even more until they are almost normal. They got a kick out of the craziest minds. The two also started emptying the vaults of the crime lords. They stole gold, jewelries, cash, securities, books, records, and anything else inside. They also copied all the computer data and put Olive in control of the computers. Since they know all the storage areas from the mind reading, they hid all these as well. They decided not to store the items in the ship but rather look for a bigger storage area. They found several caves deep underground. They put an energy field around the caves and dump all the items in the caves. Olive was laundering the money through all the non-profits outside the US. She simply gave them cash from the stash in the caves, appearing as a different person all the time. Several non-profits functioned as distributors of the money to other non-profits, so the money flow was faster. Joe and Mo also hit the oligarchs, billionaires and businesses, dictators and powerful politicians in different countries, all connected to crime lords and criminality. The usual SOP was to read their minds and steal their stash. They started transferring money from their bank accounts to the bank accounts of other criminals. Olive did all these and moved money internationally. She transferred money from one account of, say, a politician to the account of a crime lord, then transfer money from that crime lord to another criminal, and so on until the money ends up in the account of the government of different countries or Olive's accounts. It was a mess. At first the criminals were confused. The instructions were coming from their own computers and IP addresses. Some of them remember themselves doing it. Then they got even more confused when they received the money into their accounts, then the money was transferred out, then another batch comes in, then is moved out. They tried to cash the money, and as soon as they transferred or kept the cash in vaults, it disappeared. After a month, the money dried up and they had to borrow against their assets. And this started another round of transfers when the money hit their accounts. Some withdrew them in cash, and as soon as they left the bank, the money disappeared. A war started between some criminals since the banks can trace the in and out accounts. It was well documented who got their money, but everybody refused to say where the money came from. Business accounts started to get drained, and these established their criminal links. All this time the Smoothie station became an instant hit. Most people see the comedy and drama in the show with the help of the two comedian commentators. The FSB rating was implemented and became standard for the viewers to text in their votes. Some see Smoothie as a pest and always messing up things. Some mothers complained that superheroes should be role models, but Smoothie is anything but. Smoothie made sure to visit each of the mothers and try to change his image with them and their kids. He brought toys and gifts to the kids and gave money to the mothers. The animal rights group loved Smoothie. As usual, there were requests for appearances and interviews. Sometimes Smoothie would do the interviews personally, but if he is busy, Olive would appear as Smoothie. People were confused how Smoothie can appear in several places at the same time. Smoothie appeared before Congress to answer a lot of questions. The inquiry was aired on Smoothie channel since drones follow him all the time. They were also aired in major channels. Are you an alien? Yes. Why are you here? I came here to die. Are you dying? No, I was hoping you guys can kill me. You want us to kill you? Yes, if you kill me, I would appreciate it very much. Have you tried killing yourself? I am here to try to kill myself with your help. If you want to die, why do you have to do all these things you're doing? I am trying to be proactive to anger the criminals, governments, and anybody who has the capability to kill me. But you also help people. Yes. Why are you helping people? That's what I do. For example, I know your wife is suffering from dementia. I will help her. Can we prevent you from doing this? No, I will do it anyway. Look, if you try to stop me from doing these things I do, you can. But you cannot keep me in jail and have me attend your courts. You can ask your whole military to try to arrest me, but you would not be able to. In the end you will try to kill me. Which is what I want you to do. When you decide to stop me and want to kill me, we can meet in an island, far from people, and you can try to kill me there. In fact, I will just sit still while you do it. If we are successful, then I am dead, and I appreciate that. If not, then I continue doing what I am doing until you want to try to kill me again. We would like to ask you not to do these things you are doing, and I will not follow, and you will try to stop me, and we will start an arrangement on how you want to kill me. You are putting us in a predicament? By the way, I fixed your wife's dementia. She will still have a problem remembering you, but with everything else, she's fine. See, you always mess up. Are you doing this on purpose? Yes, sometimes. Please come out with ideas on how to kill me. Then tell me what you want me to do to kill me and I will follow. How about if we make your presence here on Earth an enjoyable one, but you have to help us with some things? I already am. How about teach us new technologies? No. I do not know of any old technology that you can understand. Will you work for our country or for other countries? I work worldwide. Did you come to Earth alone? I have friends parked near here but went to other systems. And their purpose is? To find a way to get killed. Where is your ship? I think my friends parked it in another solar system. And you go to and from your ship? No, I am here on Earth all the time. I do not need my ship. Are you responsible for getting the assets of some drug lords? Yes, I am. If you want their money I can give them to you. How much money have you amassed from the criminals? Maybe $6 trillion. Where is the money now? I put them in very deep underground caves all over the world. You said that you will give us this money? Yes. And we assume you want something in return? Yes. What would you want? That you promise to kill me. I will give you $1 trillion each time you try to kill me. You already know that conventional weapons cannot kill me. You have to be creative to earn your trillion. Once I approve your approach to kill me, I will pay up. I will pay you up front before you try to kill me. If you are not successful, it's okay, just try again next time. This offer is open to all countries on Earth by the way, so you should work fast. This is not normally how a first contact should be. Sorry. When you get the wealth of the criminals you have to pay taxes on that wealth. Okay, how much? If you declare it to be 6 trillion, the IRS will send you a bill. But some of these were from foreign sources and the monies are not even in US soil or US underground or cave. I use a large cave underneath the Pacific as my main storage area. Also, I am an alien and I have no citizenship. You seem to know taxation. Being an alien or citizenship is of no consequence. If you got it in the US or from a US national or company, that's taxable. I have an AI advisor telling me the issues. Since you cannot prove the wealth I have is in the US, then I don't know how much to pay. Also, the 6 trillion is an estimate, it could be twice as much since I do not know the value of the securities, the artwork, and local currencies against the US dollar. I have not done any inventory of what I got. We would like you to be audited by a local accounting firm to understand your tax liabilities. Sure, just call my channel and I will show those guys around so they can have access to the wealth. I will also tell them where I got it from. How was it that the legal cases against you in various countries were dropped? I changed their minds. That's cheating. It's like marketing, advertising, and propaganda that you normally do. You change people's minds. Did you change their minds physically? Yes, but they are still the same people, just thinking differently. How did you change their minds? I went inside their bodies for about 1 to 2 seconds. We would like to confirm that certain weapons cannot kill you before we try to figure out how to kill you. Sure, we can meet in this island, and you can test your weapons on me there. Just tell me your availabilities and schedules. You will not pay us $1 trillion on our move to evaluate our weapons as a sign of goodwill? If you insist I will. We insist. Okay, I will transfer $1 trillion in cash as goodwill money to make sure you promise to kill me. Just tell me how you want the money. You have to transfer more because that money is pre-tax. I understand. Send me a tax bill then. Smoothie became quiet. I think you just had me right there. That's like paying taxes on my payment to the government, which are in effect taxes. So double taxation. We are the US government after all. Don't worry, your contribution will go a long way. By the way, I am giving a lot of these wealth to governments and nonprofits all over the world, so these are legit deductions from wealth taxation. Only recognized nonprofits and nations we have treaties with. I think I will have to look for a safe haven, or safe cave in international waters, for all the wealth I stole from the underworld. What if I create a cave in the moon to store all the wealth? Will I be taxed then? The accountants will tell us that. Okay. I understand. I think I will just move money illegally then. You can do that, just tell us later on. Do I have to tell you that I also got some of your money, the money you got from your contributors, lobbyists, and nonprofits that collect money for you? If you like. Don't you all want to kill me? You are good at your mission of trying to get killed. Thank you. The inquiry was televised worldwide and created a lot of protests with a lot of different issues. One protest was against Smoothie being above the law since he could not be prosecuted. Some protested the money laundering and payoffs to the government. Some protested against the presence of an alien on Earth. Some protesters wanted a share of the money. Some went on hunger strike unless Smoothie feeds them. Some animal rights group protested that Smoothie is not protecting animal rights while others say he does. Others protested that Smoothie is in a cape and most probably be white. This prompted Smoothie to appear in different skin colors, which added to the humor since sometimes he would appear candy or rainbow colored or the local majority skin color. One group of protesters want Smoothie to take up Swiss citizenship. A group of comedians protested at Smoothie's channel office. They wanted to get franchises on the comedy reviews of Smoothie's adventures. They cited that not all events were presented and commented upon. There was even a small group of mothers protesting that Smoothie give their kids toys and money for themselves. Several South American cities protested to protect their local drug lords who they love. Then the weekend came, and Smoothie is nowhere to be seen. After a while, the people understood that Smoothie wants his weekends free for himself. On weekdays, Olive, Joe, and Mo distributed cash money to the nonprofits in different identities. They also met with government officials of different nations to discuss their cash needs. These people seemed to know where the money came from and assumed the money is coming from Smoothie. Monday came and Smoothie remitted the goodwill money to the government. The attempt to kill was set for Saturday, but Smoothie objected and told them he only works Monday to Friday. It was scheduled on Tuesday the next week after the media from a lot of nations protested. Smoothie was to stand in an island and waited for the nuclear bomb inside an enclosure made of steel. We need to strap these sensors on you, so we know you did not move out of the area. We also have sensors buried in steel and concrete in the island. You don't trust me when I say that I want to kill myself? I am not going anywhere. Besides, we have an agreement that this is just a test run so you can eliminate the use of your weapons. Before he teleported to the island, he had a press interview. Are you excited that you will finally die? No, I think it will not work. They will use the most powerful weapon on you. We'll see if it is indeed powerful. In the event that you get killed, what will happen to all the wealth you stole? My AI knows what to do. But I don't think I will get killed. Do you have any last words that you want to tell the world, just in case? The media showed live events around the world where people were gathered to watch. Yes, I do. Smoothie started to talk to the people about how he loves the planet, the people, and the art and music. He talked about the morning dew and sunrise, and ended in talking about midnight stars. He talked about religion, philosophy, and human laws. After 30 minutes the media interrupted him and told him to stop. Okay, I will stop now. I thought my talk would bring tears to our audience. Smoothie, they are watching because they want to see you die. After Smoothie teleported himself to the enclosure on top of the platform in the island, the media started their usual assessment and commentaries by experts. The countdown started at 20, which was very long. Suddenly, the media found themselves with Smoothie in the enclosure at 10 before the bomb, which was placed 30 feet above Smoothie, detonated. Some were quick to take selfies while some panicked. Then at 2 the media were all back where they came from. Then the blast. The island was leveled flat with a huge hole where the bomb was. The whole island was a flat wasteland. No living thing, trees, or any kind of structure survived. Except Smoothie. Smoothie teleported himself into a lead-lined chamber where his radiation level was to be measured and to physically check how the blast affected him. They concluded that the blast did not physically affect him, and his radiation level is non-existent. He teleported himself to the press briefing conference. As you can see, I am still here, nothing changed. The media showed people all over the world in countless reactions from violent anger to disbelief, to crying sad, to crying happy, to celebration, to frustration, and others. We are in disbelief that we can't get rid of you. If our most powerful weapon can't kill you, we're stuck. Sorry. But to show my appreciation for your efforts to kill me, I will change my color motif to fuchsia and bright orange combo. He then changed his color to 2 colors. His upper left was fuchsia while upper right was orange. His lower right was fuchsia while his lower left was orange. His mask was orange while his hat was fuchsia. Similar to a jester. The media people were dumbfounded. All of a sudden, they started to throw their microphones, tablets, laptops, shoes, chairs, and tables at Smoothie. He managed to catch them all and set them safely aside. After 3 months, the Stooges staged an alien invasion. One of their friends appeared near Earth in a spaceship. The friend went down in a reptilian alien form and talked to the president of the US and demanded that all humans submit to their rule. The ship went down and appeared at low Earth orbit. Several nations fired missiles at the spaceship, but all the missiles hit without causing damage. The whole world were nervous and they wanted Smoothie to deal with the invasion. But it was Sunday and they know Smoothie does not work on Sundays. The next day, Monday, the large spaceship appeared to launch 18 smaller spaceships that hovered over cities as a show of force. Then on TV the president appealed to Smoothie and Smoothie appeared before the president and promised that he will defend Earth and die defending it. The president requested that Smoothie get the spaceships intact so they can study it. He made sure he removed his outer covering cloths and revealed his pure energy body for drama effects. He made his body appear as yellow energy in human form instead of just bright light so people can see him. He made it appear that he was flying through the small spaceships and destroying all of them. After all the ships were destroyed, they could see the bigger spaceship leave orbit. The invasion was over and Smoothie messed up again by destroying all the ships. In a flash, he appeared in front of the president in his energy body and made his clothes reappear and he is Super Smoothie again. As usual the president and his people were unhappy and berated Smoothie. Apparently berating Smoothie became the norm after most of his missions. Chris decided to create another channel where 2 more comedians were commenting on the other exploits of Smoothie. There were just too many events because Smoothie decided to deal with family-level issues like daughters not coming home on time. He went on high school prom dates not only with girls but with boys as well where he transformed into a girl Smoothie. Or drunk driving or incidents involving babies. In almost all events he was regarded as funny, stupid, a pest, intrusive, nosy, and annoying. Their weekends became special days not because these were rest days but because Smoothie does not work on weekends. That was how the legend of Super Smoothie started. He's a legend on weekends but a pest on weekdays.